Then like our grandparents and the older generation, um, they tend to not believe in it, but they come from the world. They don't come from the world that we exist in now. You know, like they come from a world where if you don't go outside, you don't eat that day. It was a bit more brutal. It wasn't benefits and support. The fuck is that? The fuck is benefits and support? You don't get the privilege of having support. You know, the support you had really was if your leg was broken and you made like a walking stick with a piece of wood. That's the only support you had. The support you had was your partner and your family and friends. But at the same time, mate, what kind of real support could, because they were in the same position as you. You know, they might could give you a slice of bread. You know what I mean? That was support. You know, but in this day and age, though, the reason why the world is different and depression is is a bit more, you know, out here is because like they didn't go through what we go through in the sense of being overstimulated by um, social media, food, um, these different things that are just overstimulating us. Alcohol, drugs, sex, porn, all of these different things that are just overstimulating us. So our hormones are all over the place, you know, um, and the lack of purpose, the lack of purpose is a real factor when it comes to mental health, I believe. You know, it's like, I could say it's like wild animals, lions in their natural habitat. Then you take them, they don't look the same. And I'm not saying that they're not looking after them. You know, the zookeepers and the people that look after the animals. I'm not saying they don't look after them, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. It's like the purpose of them waking up, hunting, chasing, you know, that those internal inputs that they get from, fulfilling their purpose and doing what their brain and their instincts is designed to do, opposed to laying down, food falling from the sky. Like it's not the same thing. So you're not fulfilling your purpose. You don't feel how you're supposed to feel. So where there's this overstimulation and where people are just lost and they don't know what their purpose is, it's literally like a melting pot for depression and anxiety and all these other mental health issues that creeps in. So it's really real. So we are going through things that are great parents to going through, and they haven't been through what we're going through. So it's like we can't really judge them. Like we can't judge each other for the way that we are and our mindset because we come from complete different worlds. You know, if an alien comes down now and they start to do stuff differently, we can't judge the aliens for doing stuff different from a different world. So the same thing, what I mean? The same thing, the respect needs to be shown from both sides and both parties. Do you know what I mean? And like, to a degree. And I'm not saying that some people don't use mental health as a tool um, to be lazy and do nothing. Because there are people that take advantage of this. They do. And they shouldn't. Because there's people, real people going through some real stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's extremely real. It's extremely real. You know. And yeah, we shouldn't be judged for them. But then, like Also, like anxiety. Let me not say depression. Let me say anxiety. If you use anxiety properly, or if you change your perspective on what anxiety actually is, um, you could use it to your advantage. Like anxiety, to a degree, is like a super powered up defense mechanism if you see it and view it like that. Do you know what I mean? So, um, anxiety is just an overreactive fear response. That's all that is. It's an overreactive fear response, you know, and it protects you. So when you're having your anxiety based triggers, right? If you was to say, okay, cool, what and why what is